Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. Welcome to the vlog. I really do need to do an intro because it's Tuesday, so I'm doing one now just before I go to work. For anyone who's new, I am VA Winter. I'm an indie author of speculative fiction and I'm documenting my life as an author/writer on this channel with a full-time job. And I've done some writing. I'm still making my way through the long outline, which is my synopsis, sort of. It's a chapter by chapter synopsis of what happens in each chapter, just filling in details, etc. from the scene outline. I'm coming towards the end finally. The plan for this week is definitely to finish it and hopefully to start drafting as well at the weekend. That's the plan. I will talk to you when there's something else interesting to say, I suppose. Good morning. It is Friday morning. The weeks go really fast and yet really slow at the same time. Anyway, it's Friday morning. I'm still working on the long outline for book 2. I'm nearly at the end, thank heavens. I didn't get quite as much done on Wednesday morning as I wanted to. I felt a bit not very well the last couple of days. I feel better mentally but worse physically, so you can't win. I did, however, to make myself feel a little better. I've missed reading. I just decided I missed reading and I decided that what I needed was something just really fun and not serious at all, and something just really hopefully addictive to read, to sort of get my reading motivation and everything back. It was just happened to be timing that this happened to come in at the library. I didn't want to buy this because I'm not sure I'm going to like it. I've heard mixed things. We'll see what I feel like. This is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This is the biggest book of last year, I think. It did come in at the library at the right time, so I've started this. I've read the first chapter. We'll see. So far, so good. And I also bought A Cut of Frost and Starlight. I read the main 3 ACOTAR books last year. Didn't think I was going to like them because I didn't like Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas when I read that. I don't even think I finished it. But actually, especially once I got past the first book, I was really addicted. So I bought this one. This one's a shorter one. It's set after the main 3. It's kind of billed as a novella, but it's still 263 pages, so it's technically still novel length. Hopefully over the weekend I'll be able to read a chunk more of Fourth Wing and really get back to reading, because I miss reading. I listened to Tiny Pretty Things on audio. I believe I mentioned in last week's vlog. I started that, I have finished that. It was enjoyable, but I think for me, listening to something on audio, especially fiction, just isn't the same as actually reading a book. That's the update. That's my mini book haul of 2 books, so I will talk to you probably again tomorrow. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. I finished yesterday, finally, the long outline. So that came in at 25,000 words. It's a very long outline. That was longer than I intended it to be. I think I put more detail into this one than I did the last one. What that will mean for the length of the story, I don't know. We'll find out. So this morning I am starting drafting book 2. I've had a couple of other ideas as well of little short stories I could potentially do to fill in a couple of gaps in the timeline of the series, and I'm kind of excited to do those at some point. So yesterday I did watch some of the Publish and Thrive videos for module 3, which is kind of the business stuff. That module is a bit hit and miss for me because I'm in the UK, and obviously Publish and Thrive is a US based course, so a lot of the information isn't the same in the UK, which is fine. But I did watch a couple of 3 of those videos that are more like just general, apply to everybody. And I also watched the Q&A last night. I read some of Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm only like a couple of 3 chapters in. It's just finding the time to read. That's the problem at the minute. And my plan today is start draft 1 of book 2 this morning. I've got this video to edit this afternoon, and then I'm going to read for the rest of the day. I feel like there was something else I was going to say and I can't remember what it was. I'm happy with the way the outlines come together. I feel like book 2 has come together a lot easier. From a plot perspective, it's not as complicated or as difficult to put together as Fire Witch was, because Fire Witch is set over such a long period of time. It's set over about a year, and the A story and the B story, so it's 2 timelines, sort of. It's sort of one that was set like at the beginning of the year and one that was set at the end of the year, and I'm kind of trying to interweave the two timelines, but because they're so close together it's harder. But whereas in book 2 there's 2 timelines, but they're much further apart, they're about 3 years apart, it's just been easier to weave together and easier to put together as a story and for it to make sense. I think with Fire Witch there's still some work to do on sort of where the A story begins and ends and where the B story begins and ends, and getting them to fit together. I'm also starting to get ideas for book 3 as well, which I think will be fun. And I'm just generally really excited to get to the point where I've gotten the first trilogy completely written and where I'm moving on to the second trilogy, because I think the second trilogy is actually going to be way more fun. We're following a slightly different character. It's in the same world. It's the continuation of the same big overarching story, but it's following a different character. I'm really excited to get to the point where these are published, and I'm watching publishing and I'm thinking, I just want to be at the point where I've got these books out. So I'm going to get on with it. I'm going to get my draft set up and start writing. And that's it. That's the end of the vlog, I think. In fact, I don't think, I know, because I'm about to edit it. So I've started the first draft of book 2, as I said. I'm 1,851 words, so let the word count graphics begin again. I've worked out that my deadline, based on what I'm normally able to write a week, should be the 5th of May, so Sunday the 5th of May. That's giving myself a few buffer days, just in case I'm ill, just in case something else happens, something else comes up, etc. So 5th of May, I should have this draft finished, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm feeling positive that I can actually hit this deadline. I suppose come back on the 5th of May, because there will be a vlog going up on that day, and we'll see whether I have actually hit that deadline or not. So that's what the next, however many weeks that is, 10 weeks. So that's kind of what the next 10 weeks are going to be on this channel, is me vlogging the process of writing the first draft of book 2. It's going to be fun watching the progress, watching that word count go up every week. I love drafting. It is my favourite part of the process, is drafting, because I love watching that word count go up. I love feeling like I'm moving towards the end. I just really enjoy it. This week, obviously, this was my main goal, just to get to the end of the long outline and start drafting, and I've done that. I've also started reading Fourth Wing, as I said, and I'll carry on reading that later on. I finished Tiny Pretty Things on audio earlier on in the week, and I think I mentioned earlier on in the vlog that I enjoyed it. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I'd read it physically, but it was okay on audio. There is a sequel to it, so I will probably be picking that up at some point. So that's it. That's the end of the vlog. Hit like if you like, subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time with another video.